Hello YouTube, welcome to my YouTube channel Annabelle, and today I'm going to be reviewing the NIV Action Study Bible. The Action Bible is a comic Bible and it's fully comic. This is not. This has got the NIV text and the Action Study Bible alongside it. I'm going to flip open this lovely VHS Bible case. It reminds me so much of a video. So it comes with various features and they're beautifully described on the back here. Take action. Memorise this, more to the story, facts from the past, what about this, guess it, vivid illustrations, plus an introduction for each book of the Bible, engaging maps, a dictionary, concordance, an index, and more. It's done by David C. Cook. He used to work for DC Comics, which is why some of the illustrations are mature. Doesn't mean that they're for adults, it doesn't mean that they're not for young children, it just means that they're actually mature, which I think is appropriate, considering that this is the Bible text. So we've got a lovely presentation page, then we've got a nice, if I turn this, if it will let me, no it won't, and we've got this nice family tree. Then we've got the Action Study Bible, the contents, Old Testament, New Testament. We've got to the reader, and then the books of the Bible in alphabetical order. So you've got memorise this, what about this, more to the story, guess it, and facts from the past. And then take action, and then they have these lovely illustrations, and they also have this lovely QR code, so that you can basically give them feedback. This is the preface to the NIV Bible. What is interesting about the NIV Bible is an international English language translation, which means that it's not just the United States of America, it's also for Canada, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, the Republic of Ireland, and many more English-speaking countries, which is one of the reasons why its recent update has caused such flaw, because UK English, modern UK English, updates itself very, very quickly, which means that obviously the NIV Bible has to do the same. And at the moment, what is happening is pronouns are very important. So if a female character is speaking, therefore there should be female pronouns. If a male character is speaking, he should have male pronouns. If that particular character, regardless of biological sex, is addressing a female group or a male group only, it should be identified as such. If it's addressing a whole group of people that is both brothers and sisters, it should say so. And all of this is thoroughly explained here, and I found absolutely fascinating to read. Because it just basically says, yeah, we've updated the Bible using current modern English that is used in English-speaking countries around the world. American English, to me, is very simplified English, and it reads as if an American Victorian was writing it if you're using American English. UK English, Australian English and Canadian English and New Zealand English and Northern Ireland English and English, shocker, are used all over the world. In France and Germany, they learn English. They don't learn United States of American English because that is very simplified. And the rate of pace of change in UK English is vast. Anyway, enough about English languages, onto the Old Testament. So this is what the Bible introductions look like. Get a little bit about Genesis, God in action, the author. Then we've got people in action, watchwords, so big words, so forgiveness, obedience, leadership, confront sin, or power and trust. And then a did you know. Genesis is a really important book in the Bible. Genesis covers a larger and longer period of history than any of the other 65 books in the Bible combined. It really is massive. So they've got the Bible text, then you've got memorise this, what about, yes, you do have some, obviously, ghosting, take action, more to the story. Where was the Garden of Eden? Some people believe it's in Missouri. Some people believe that it's in Africa. So you have all these lovely features. Obviously, you've got the lovely chapter numbers there, and up the top you've got Genesis and the page number, so it's not down the bottom. Down the bottom you do get some very helpful footnotes. So Tells you there. Yes, I have been gardening. Sorry for the grubby finger. And here we come to the first insert. This is creation day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the fall. It's beautifully done. And the book is like that. So you'll do some lovely, lovely reading, and then you'll come across a comic. So this is Exodus 1 to 3, and I love the fact that it actually links it. So this is Moses being found, burning bush, plagues, then parting of the Red Sea, 10 Commandments, and then gives you the chapter and date there. And then if we flip this over, you've got Joshua. So same thing again with the book introductions. And really nicely, you don't just get pictures in the comic section, which is a glossier page. The actual Bible text is on a matte, thinner page, but you also get these lovely illustrations all the way through. It's beautifully done, absolutely beautifully done. You can get it in the EVS, the English Standard Version, ESV as it's called, not the EVS, sorry, muddling. It happens, but it is absolutely beautifully done. So, so beautiful. I've got the hardback edition. I will show you. Most then, this is Mark. So, I'm going to show you the comic here. So, this is Luke 2 and Matthew 2. So, Jesus' birth, nativity, baptism by John the Baptist. And then healing of the paralysed man. And then the Beatitudes. And then you've got Mark. It's just really a lovely Bible. Absolutely lovely. The illustrations, yes, they're mature. They're not kiddified. But actually, I think that gives the text further power. Because it's saying, yeah, you can handle this. And then this is lovely. So you've got Peter running to Jesus from the boat. And you've got Acts. It's obviously not a red letter Bible. You do get... No, there is no... It's unfortunate. You don't get a bookmark ribbon, which is a shame, really. So if we whiz on, there's John, Revelation... So end of Revelation, and it ends with the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. And then you've got the NIV concordance, abbreviations that they use, and a really nice concordance. So here you've got church and all the references to church, then circumcised and circumcision. It's a very mature edition. And then... That's the concordance done. Then we're into the lovely dictionary. So you've got anoint, what that means. All the way down to Ziph. I don't know if we've got any weights and measures. I don't think so. But anyway. So, end of dictionary. Then we've got what about this in the Old Testament, New Testament, so you can find things real quick. Guess it, where the guess it features are. I love the fact that you can do this. Where do I find? Well, where do you find the where do you finds? Very handy. And then, so it tells you important events in the Bible, important events, New Testament, Old Testament, wisdom, great passages from the prophets, teachings and parables of Jesus, so you can look them up real quick. Other teachings from the New Testament, psalms, songs and prayers. Then you've got the table of weights and measures. Hurrah! Then we've got map index to the world of the patriarchs, map index to Exodus from Egypt, map index to United Kingdom and Divided Kingdom. I don't mean the UK, I mean Israel, or ancient Israel. The map index to Assyria, Babylonia and the Greek empires. Then we've got map index to the ministry of Jesus. Then the Colophonier. So here we have the lovely maps. So you've got World of the Patriarchs here. Exodus from Egypt, United Kingdom, and the divided kingdom of ancient Israel. Very important. Then we have Assyria and Babylonian empires, Greek Empire, Roman division of Israel. I've never seen maps coloured like this. The ministry of Jesus, and that takes up 2 pages. And then you've got a lovely compass down here, and you can find the event. So all the different places that Jesus went. And then we've got Paul's journey to Rome, and then Paul's missionary journeys 1, 2 and 3. And that is the end of the Bible. You get God's Word in living colour, the NIV Action Study Bible. It doesn't have a ribbon, and I feel it should, but that just shows you, if you can see, comic. It is not just a comic. The majority of it is biblical text, and it is 2-column, and there's actually quite a lot of space between. It's readable. There is some ghosting, but I'm not going to apologise for that. These book introductions are absolutely fabulous. It's very engaging, and I really rate this Bible. I wouldn't have got it otherwise. Oh, hang on. It is a red letter edition. I tell lies. Shocker. Well, that's nice to know. There's a surprise. Because before we didn't see it, but now we do. So there you go. It is a red letter edition. Yay! And the last thing, what is this one? This one is Acts. Oh. And then Revelation. That looks very similar to the Tree of Life in the Book of Mormon. Moving swiftly on. James, and so on and so forth. So, there you have it. I do recommend this one. It is a more mature NIV, but also gives you so much context just from the pictures. So, I hope you've enjoyed this review. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and thank you so much for the support. Bye!